Operator, messages have arrived in your inbox. Foundry items ready to claim, Operator. Operator, my Foundry system has completed a build. Ordis has been counting stars, Operator. All accounted for. Ordis has completed a Foundry task. No, don't mention it. Gun! Foundry has items for you, Operator. Gun! Foundry has items for you, Operator. Operator, you have Foundry items ready.
Claim them now!
At your earliest convenience.
Quick geology lesson. Thermal fractures are what you get when you pump too much coolant into the ground too fast. Displaced thermia has to go somewhere. Anyone asks, we never talked. Bosses are prepping their takings for shipment to Neff's vaults. Locate the facility before the rail tractors can load up and break orbit. Neff's tractor jockeys are waiting for the collection signal. We need to locate the facility and fast. I've got a lead. Sparky, one of my scout teams just reported a lead on the vault we're after. Before being cut off by gunfire. Damn it. This isn't the whole team. Where are the others? Search the bodies. See if there's any clues. Damaged. There's something in the buffer. We need to get it decoded before the device fails. Accessing buffer. Analyzing. Password. Hello. Buffer. Accessing final transmissions. Come on, final transmissions. I'm in. Taking a quick look around. Itinerary, patrol log, coordinates, reports, blah blah blah. Oh no. They were jumped by a Corpus patrol. I'm willing to bet they were taken here. If they're still alive, our team will be here. Here come the taxmen. Thanks, Sparky. Their intel looks like a solid lead on Neff's vault. Smokefinger's pointing me to a rich resource deposit. Corpus team's closing in. This is an opportunity too good to miss. Do this fast and get back to the mission. Excavators incoming. The Corpus will attempt to disrupt operations. Prevent this. We got an excavator offline. It needs a power source. That's a full haul and we didn't lose a single extractor. A perfect run. Now let's get back on mission. Right. Resource cases are gonna be teleported to this site. Intercept them, steal them, get out. Corpus Obelisk reporting first shipments being down. That's your cue, Sparky. Another shipment. Move fast. Case retrieved. That's one for us. We've got more coming in. Pick 'em up! They got one! Obelisk reports a second beam load. Don't let the taxman lay a hand on any of it. Got it. Ha! So long, you block-headed scum. This is all going back to the people who earned it, Sparky. They'll be toasting you in the habs tonight. Green, slot that data mass into the base terminal and I'll get to work. Get back to work, you muckers! Hey, you. Come here. Act natural. I got work. Quick geology lesson. Thermal fractures are what you get when you pump too much coolant, Green. And remember, you never heard of me, you never heard of Solaris U. A sympathetic rail agent needs a faked landing permit to get us supplies. Manifest checks out. Carry on. Today's your lucky day, Cove. Let's us have a quiet conversation. Don't bother me now. Talk to your supervisor. Oh, yeah, Walder. Get over here. Contracts. Interested? Throwers to all outbound rail tractors. Don't talk to me till it's done. Credits for dishonest work. Keep your voice down. I got a cover to make there. A rail tractor loaded with supplies Solaris United desperately needs can't land till we forge a docking permit. We need a few things to make that happen. Corpus Cargo is meticulous. Gathering site for Corpus resources. Now's the time to hit it. So hit it. Shipments arrived. Grab them. Obelisk reports a second beam load. Don't let the taxman lay a hand on any of it. That's one for us. Got more coming in. Pick him up. Case retrieved. Another shipment. Move fast. Got it. Ha! You're lucky we're leaving near the light fittings. Right. This info is golden. Here's what we're gonna do. I need you to ambush a coil drive. Plant an EMP mine, disable the drive, then protect it. Once I've ripped its data mass, get out of there. then get down there. Remember, if I'm going to rip its data mass, we need that coil drive in one piece. Do you see it? It's headed right for the trap. What are you doing? If that coil drive doesn't hit the trap, this whole operation's toast! Perfect! Coil drive disabled. And the board just lit up. Corpus response is en route. Get me access to that data mass quick as you can. Going as fast as I can, but this data mass is some seriously tangled architecture. Gonna need you to buy me more time, Sparky. In and out, quick and clean. Got us a solid lead on our objective. Location marked. Hack the orbital traffic network, and I'll use the information we stole to fabricate a landing permit for that rail agent. You're close to the facility. Security's gonna get thicker. If they smell you, they're gonna purge those data banks. So be quiet. Ugh, that's not the good noise. Pull that data now, Sparky, or it's gone. Supplies are en route to a docking platform. By the time they realize the landing permit was forged, our rail agent will be in another system. Good work.
You see something you want to tackle? I'll get you to go on the blower.
I'm looking for a data mapping coil drive with a direct line to Nest Central Server. You get me access to that coil drive systems, and I can upload a virus to the network. Alright, we need to find that coil drive if I'm going to upload the virus. Hold up. Corpus mining operation detected nearby. We could really use those resources. Defend the excavators until their work is complete. Excavators incoming. Excavator offline. Find a power cell fast. With full tanks and every extractor still intact. Couldn't have asked for a better outcome. Alright, let's get back to it. No. I knew some of these people. Search the bodies. Find any survivors. Damaged. There's something in the buffer. We need to get it decoded before the device fails. Accessing buffer. Analyzing. Password. Hello. Buffer. Accessing final transmissions. Come on, final transmissions. I'm in. Taking a quick look around. Itinerary, patrol log, coordinates, reports, blah blah blah. It's what I was afraid of. The Corpus family. If they're still alive, the taxmen would have taken any survivors. Here we are. Find any survivors. Get them out. Here come the taxmen. Saved who you could, and they had good intel on the coil drive's whereabouts. Let's act on it. This is the place. New shipment about to teleport in. Take them for all they're worth. Every last crate. First load's beamed in. Snatch them before the locals do. Another shipment. Move fast. That's one for us. Obelisk reports a second beam load. Don't let the taxman lay a hand on any of it. Case retrieved. We've got more coming in. Pick 'em up! Got it! We've got more coming in. Pick 'em up! One of those crates had an action manifest for the coil drive. This is a big step forward. Tight and get ready to move. Once the trap goes off, the taxmen are going to respond. I have it on sensors. Once it hits the trap, get down there. Down! Now, crack the casing and plug me into the data mass. Making progress. Keep the corpus off this thing just a bit longer. Upload complete. Look at that virus spread. This is really gonna help us keep one step ahead of the taxman. Oi, Outlaw, get over here. Contrast, interested? Quick geology lesson. Thermal fractures are what you get when you pump too much coolant into the ground too fast. Displace thermia. Get moving. We're short. Quick geology lesson. Thermal fractures are what you get when you pump too much... Alright. Copy that. Keep a shiny side up, Sparky. Intercept patrols, engage Corpus forces, hack their networks, and take off with their resources. Let's start simple. Math's cranked up. This one's all about easy wins. Once they wake up, they'll shift to a defensive posture. So smash often, smash fast. Good. Trash the same amount again. I wish you could hear this. You hit them so fast, they're blaming each other. And one of them let a juicy little tidbit slip. Change of plan. Corpus VIP just stepped out. If we get his codes, I can get some real info on what we're after. Give him the business. Got their attention! Keep it up! Money's in the bag, and there he is. Right on schedule. Target marked. Take him down. Deleted. And a kick in the ribs with a mighty temper. Aha. This looks useful. Yes. Solid lead. Nev's field testing a new batch of mowers. That's a problem for us. Be a lab and solve it, quickly. they clock what you're doing, they'll react. Then it's all diminishing returns. Time's short. Go, go, go! Say you're about half done. Anything less, and this op won't be effective. Less, Sparky. Toward the end, their emergency comms got real interesting. I want you to check something out. We've got some major operations planned, but I need to be certain Neff isn't suspicious. There's an encrypted high-level comms log stored at this location. Get in there and download it quiet as you can. They take their security seriously here. Trip an alarm and they could slag their entire databank in response. So be sodding careful. You've tripped the alarm. It's now or never, Sparky. Yank that data. You got the data. You'd best get out of there. You've got somewhere to be. You know what? Let's wrap this up. Endgame. Maximum destruction. Every Corpus unit is a target. Give them the business. You've got a narrow window to get this done before Neff's crew realizes what you're doing. Move fast. Keep going. Take out the same amount again for this to be worth it. They think they're under attack from a Tenno assault force. I wish you could hear this. Sparky, you make my day.
Pick a run, and I'll patch you through.
Operator, the system needs you. Will you begin another mission? Project complete. Project complete. Cephalon Orders has completed a blueprint. Check the foundry.
And a few Yahoo shit. Shall we? Coming up next.
It's you.
It's him. I knew he'd come after you next. Do you mind explaining exactly what you mean by that?
You, my child, the great indifference wants to take. I want to let it. I feel only the call. You, my champion, please drown out that noise that beckons. If any other answers the call, no, it has to be you. Our paradox. Do you hear it? The calls of angels, devils, life itself. It's grown so loud. It tries to follow in his footsteps through time. You must find him first.
to the meaning of internal monologue.
One must make the best of things. I have a small battery of tasks to complete. Our service is...
Tenno, your codex has been updated with a new quest.
Operator, do you know which finger the corpus used to count their money? The index.
Captain Glarios knows something about that vessel. Crew, infiltrate and recover Orokin-era naval records. Our ghost ship has a name. I want it. Disable all priority targets. Launch ram sleds. Kill them hand to hand.
I shall, Tenno.
Gunnery crews, launch torpedoes. Hull breached, venting atmo. Situation critical. Patch that breach or this railjack is a memory. Mission logged as failure. Hull breached. Life support failing. Captain Glarios knows something about that vessel. Crew, infiltrate and recover Orokin-era naval records. Our ghost ship has a name. I want it.
I obey.
You know me?
Disable all priority targets.
Let's take the fight to them. Launch ram sleds. Torpedoes locked. Target in range. Firing.
Hull breached. Venting Atmo. Situation critical. Not to nag, but in short order everything that is inside this ship will be outside this ship. Mission failed. This is suboptimal. Captain Glarios knows something about that vessel. Crew, infiltrate and recover Orokin-era naval records. Our ghost ship has a name. I want it.
You know me?
Crew, disable priority targets
on the deck. Clear the tubes and launch ram sleds. I want torpedoes armed and dispatched now.
Hull breached. Crew, patch that hull breach immediately. Breach sealed. Railjack integrity restored.
Let's soften them up. Torpedoes. Fire at will.
Hull breached. Venting Atmo. Situation critical.
I obey.
Crisis averted. Mission continues.
Ram sleds, launch. Bring me that railjack.
Astro frame integrity preserved. Good job. Return to duty.
Torpedoes locked. Target in range. Firing.
Hull breached. Life support failing. Equip an Omni and patch that leak. Repressurizing. Breach sealed. Railjack integrity restored.
Torpedoes primed. Stand by to salvage their remains.
Repressurizing. Hull breach. Immediate repair required. Crisis averted. Mission continues.
Arm the warheads. Fire full salvo. Take them down.
Astro frame integrity preserved. Good job. Return to duty. Strategic targets eliminated. Time for the main event.
Torpedoes primed. Stand by to salvage their remains.
Hull breach. We are breaking apart. Immediate repairs. Astro frame integrity preserved. Good job. Return to duty.
Let's soften them up. Torpedoes. Fire at will.
Breach sealed. Railjack integrity restored. Aborting. Better to fail the mission than fail you.
Strap one fire!
Captain Glarios knows something about that vessel. Crew, infiltrate and recover Borucan-era naval records. Our ghost ship has a name. I want it.
Immediately.
You know me.
Disable priority targets before hitting that capital ship.
Let's take the fight to them. Launch ram sleds.
Breached. Life support failing. Equip an Omni and patch that leak. Breach sealed. Railjack integrity restored.
We need heavy ordnance. Fire torpedoes.
Repressurizing. Priority targets neutralized. Next up, capital ship. Hull breach. Immediate repair required. Astro frame integrity preserved. Good job. Return to duty.
Arming torpedoes, locking on to their signature, firing.
drive loaded. Our vessel was called the Tempestari. Void rescue craft. Missing since the old war. Exemplary service record. Rescue total, 2,017 souls. Cited for bravery in the second and third Tharsis engagements. Multiple commendations. A legend. lost during a void storm of unprecedented magnitude. Interesting. Final mission contains a black mark. Refusal to withdraw. Logs record final transmissions. Calling into the void before being engulfed. She has been calling ever since. The Tempestari went down saving lives. She still waits for an answer. Duty lingers, like pain in a phantom limb, like the voices of a crew, long dead. The Tempestari is suffering, searching for one final rescue. Saving us may enable her to complete her duty. Who waits for the shadow? Info identification protocol. Loading Orokin-era distress countersigns. Prepare to disengage void drive.
I shall, Tenno. You know me?
Transmitting Orokin-era distress signal. Here goes nothing. Your golden masters. Countersign unsatisfactory. Evasive maneuvers. Attempting to reopen communications. Comms channel reopened.
Waits for the shadow.
We, the lost souls. She hears us. Tempestari, all aboard are safe. Your mission complete. Tempestari has lowered shields. Crew, your presence is requested aboard the Tempestari. You have been invited into an unknown realm. Tread lightly. The Shadow. Concentrated void energy. He is not conventionally alive. Their final rescue. The location data is corrupted. He cannot retrieve it. We can help. Data restored. Downloading coordinates. Brace! Brace! Brace!
Their shields are down! Oh, sweet Tenno! You went and lulled the beast to sleep for me. How kind! I was working in an exosuit when the Tempestari destroyed Lucretia platform. I drifted for days among the frozen fragments of my crew. My sisters. I dreamed their dead, gaping mouths were singing with me yet. So it's into the void, now me girls and me boys, from mother's hands we go. We'll be sailing to the sun till the voyage is done, then we'll be sleeping in the cold below. Sisters below, below, we're going where the winds don't blow. Yes, we're all bound down to the deep, and we'll all be sleeping in the cold below, below, sleeping in the cold below. Our sailing ships for the hard and the quick, we roll our load and go. There's a living to be made, or there's hell to pay when you're sleeping in the cold below. Sisters below, below, we're going where the winds don't blow. Yes, we're all bound down to the deep, and we'll all be sleeping in the cold below, below, sleeping in the cold below. There's a man on high with the devil in his eye and a golden hand, I'm told. It can hurt you, it can hold you, he can kick you or console you when you're sleeping in the cold below. Sisters below, below, we're going where the winds don't blow. Yes, we're all bound down to the deep, and we'll all be sleeping in the cold below, below, sleeping in the cold below. wise and true when it's my time to go. Won't you lay me down under granite crowns, and I'll be sleeping in the cold below, below, sleeping in the cold below. Sisters below, below, we're going where the winds don't blow. Yes, we're all bound down to the deep, and we'll all be sleeping in the cold. Sisters below, below, we're going where the winds don't blow. Yes, we're all bound down to the deep, and we'll all be sleeping in the cold below, below, sleeping in the cold below, below, sleeping in the cold below. Today we sail on the solar rail, for there's much we just don't know. So farewell with a kiss, then it's fast for the mist, till we're all sleeping in the cold below.
Multiphasic beams have the Tempestari imprisoned. Solution: junk the beam generator.
My kind are the only monsters this system needs, Tenno. We have no time for old ghosts. I shall rip that ship to pieces and eat its heart.
Objective: collapse the anchor field. Phase 1 complete. Prepare for possible countermeasures. Countermeasures have been activated. Destroy them. I cannot work like this. Those jamming drones are a serious problem. Progress halted. Progress halted. Jamming drones. Override terminal located. Pull the plug.
Forget capture. We'll sift through the wreckage instead. Tracers locked? Engage.
Back to the Tempestari, now! Tempestari is charging unidentified countermeasures. Stay in range. SWAT down pests. charged. On your mark, unleash the storm.
Sisters! Hear me! Them to hell! Back! By the hand! Almost himself!
We are part of this story. We have a duty. Enter the void. Search and rescue. We must complete the Shadow's final mission. Together. Crew, avionics offline. Kill those drones. Cephalon size report. Tempestari. Final voyage. Today, a centuries-long journey ended. Together, we braved a turbulent void. Deep within, he who had been lost was found. Sevagoth, a Warframe believed lost to the void forever. His energy almost extinct. With his last spark of life, Sevagoth embraced his shadow once again, and both were at peace.
My brother was a witless man, happy as a hog, face down in the trough. No thought of the farmer's axe. He was a brute above my asperous constitution. Yet he had not the will nor the guile to let me guide that brawn. So, in my youth, I often imagined I had another sibling, a specter of sorts, a sister. And in my mind, she and I, oh, how we would conspire. Great schemes, risk trades, rapacious plots. And should I ever find myself back at the trough, penniless, betrayed, rich only in enemies, she'd be at my side, axe in hand.